Alright y'all, this is my redesign of Marinette / Ladybug. Since Miraculous has one major show, plus a ton of concept art and some spin-offs, this is going to be more of a rework of the show based on my own appeals rather than like a whole new thing. Thought that I should get that out of the way before I get started. Anyway, to the actual video. So first things first, I should probably draw Marinette / Ladybug as they are in the show. I've actually never drawn them, so it's a good place to start. You know, sometimes you think you know what you dislike about a design, but when you draw it out, you figure out it's something else. That didn't happen, but it was a good way to lay down the basic colors. Marinette's standard design is alright, I guess. I don't think it does a good job at showing her personality. I think it has a lot to do with her bright pink jeans, which is certainly eye-catching. She has this one concept art where she has pink overalls instead, and I'm so sad they changed it. As someone with both bright pink jeans and pink overalls, I can say that the overalls are less attention-grabbing and much easier to coordinate an outfit with. This call is coming from inside the house. So for Marinette, it was mostly trying to keep her basic colors, which I think is a pretty good color palette, but re-coordinating, you know, what the outfit is based on what I think fits better. As I was sketching the outfit, I was like, oh no. She's starting to look like my art persona, but we're gonna roll with it for now. I knew that main problem with Ladybug was just how simple the outfit was. There's this one question that Thomas S. Rook answered that hinted that the reason why Ladybug's outfit is so simple is because she was unprepared to be a hero, and this is I guess the first idea she had for an outfit. I think that's a fine reason and really good for storytelling if the show ever utilized that. She got a minor upgrade in season 4, but I don't think she needed to do all that to pull out a magical charm. Maybe have her show that her first outfit was by far the most simplest one, like the one she's wearing right now, and have it, have minor upgrades throughout the season. She's at her worst at the end of season 4, have her go back to the first ever outfit and do a speed run of it. If the show wants to say that the outfit is a reflection of the wearer's thoughts about being a hero, do it. Anyway, most of my concepts were focused on separating out Ladybug's limbs from the rest of her body, and here are the concepts. I was pretty sure I was going to roll with concept 1, but I decided to test out one more idea. What if I put Marinette in a knitted or crochet jacket? It was mostly because I really like crochet jackets, but then I remembered that in Wishmaker, Marinette's childhood dream was to become the knitting fairy, so bingo. Here, the jacket is something Marinette crocheted or knitted for herself. The sleeves were longer, but I decided to crop them to better fit original Marinette's shape. I would like to also think she made other stuff for her friends. She originally had overalls, but I cropped them to turn them into pinafore shorts. This helped to separate out her torso, but she was also getting dangerously close to what my persona looked like. I switched her flats for some split pink Converse things. I don't really like her flats in the show, especially the fact that they're nude tone. The black lining helps, but when we were first looking at Marinette, I feel like you're kind of confused at her shoes and what exactly they are. Moving to Ladybug, again I knew I wanted to give her some color separation in her hands and feet. Aplet was added just so she could have a more distinct silhouette. Most hero designs are very streamlined with one or two things that come off of them. It gives Ladybug a more distinct silhouette, and I think it really helps the Ladybug idea, especially from the back. The hair ribbons were meant to be much longer, but since I gave Ladybug buns, I was starting to give real big Sailor Moon vibes, so it got shortened. But I really would like to see the animation playing with the actual length of the ribbons, Shinobi the game style. The change in hair color and hairstyle was because I really like more magical girl-esque transformations to give said character a major transformation, not just them in different clothes. Miraculous has done this with a lot of their characters. I understand not wanting to change their main character's design too much, but, a little bit of something would be nice, just change the eye color or something. Ladybug got indigo eyes because I swore Tiki had purple eyes, but no, they're blue, so indigo is this compromise. This meant that Tiki also got a minor redesign. I knew that later on some Kwamis would get more major redesigns, so I decided to include Tiki later in the drawing. I also made them glow since the original Kwamis never felt very magical or goddish, so they just kind of glow now. Onto the minor, maybe, rewrite for Marinette and Ladybug. So Miraculous is what I would call a concept show. Shows I find interesting or compelling because the ideas or concepts they have is vastly more interesting than the character and actual plot they have going on. Now, I will say that happens a lot because I think that disconnected ideas makes for more interesting things because everyone's able to sort of fill in the middle with what they think is most interesting. The opposite happens too. So here's my tip for enjoying Miraculous, or to make it more interesting. Have a friend who is vastly more interested in the show and just have them tell you everything about the plot, because I can guarantee you that their investment in this show is vastly more entertaining than what the show actually has to offer. To be honest, I kept up with the show as much as possible for me, which is some clips, read in the wiki, and like other videos, occasionally an episode here and there. You realize that hot garbage on Fire, while spectacular, is still hot garbage, especially the season 5 finale. Or apparently that was just the first arc of Miraculous. Fucking what? But whatever, this really isn't about the whole of Miraculous. It's mostly meant to be about Marinette and Ladybug. And oh boy, Marinette's character ranges from okay to like what? I mean, she has the fate of the world on her shoulders, and I can understand the middle school level cringe, but some of it needs to stop. Please stop sniffing Adrian's stuff. You're literally being a stalker right now. Please stop. They kind of explain why she was really into stalking and being really up to date about Adrian so much, but like still kind of creepy. I'm sorry. Like, if there's any way to explore terrible, traits, fiction is the way to go. But I don't think the protagonist of a children's media, especially stalking, is the way to go. So in this rewrite, I'm just gonna axe a lot of Marinette's creepier stalker traits. I understand that Adrian's in the public eye as a model for his famous dad, so I understand that Marinette will know like what events Adrian will appear at without her going like full internet stalker browser history type of person. Same thing with the posters, but she's going to get more hobbies and decor than just Adrian. I want to emphasize Marinette's shy personality, partly why I gave her the big comfy jackets. It kind of lines her up more with the movie iteration of Marinette, which I think is a better version of Marinette. She's also quite clumsy here. She often tripped over herself or nothing at all. She has a very big, kind heart, allowing her to make a lot of friends who are very willing to defend her. She has a love of fashion and sewing, which Chloe constantly makes fun of as like grandma hobbies. Her love of fashion and sewing is her own, but it's like amplified by wanting to see Adrian model her designs after learning that he does do modeling. With so much on her plate, it can be easy to see why Marinette is so scatterbrained, thinking about saving Paris, figuring out who the villain is, her crush on Adrian, and the 50+ sewing projects she swears she'll get done. Thankfully, she has friends who are willing to help her and keep her from, being too obsessive and taken away from her vivid imagination. The Ladybug persona didn't change too much, I think. It's meant to be Marinette at her best and when she's focused on something. As Ladybug, she's really able to push her best qualities to the forefront. She's goal-orientated, mostly no nonsense, but she, enjoys a bit of Cat Noir's teasing and jokes, and she can parry a few back. I don't know what else there is to say about Ladybug, since it's mostly just Marinette, minus the interesting character flaws. On Ladybug, Tiki's also getting a minor rework. I'm tired of the show constantly waffling between making Kwamis these ancient beings that exist since the beginning of their concept, over centuries old, but also having this childlike innocence to them. The series hints that Miraculous had been hidden away for some time, so I understand the Kwami's fascination with the new world, but as the Kwami of creation, I expect Tiki to be the most curious about the new world and constantly wanting to learn about the new things that humans have made, rather than just being food obsessed, I guess. Basically, I really want her to get into that mentor role, really teaching Marinette about the responsibilities of Ladybug, its histories, while Marinette gets to teach Tiki about the new world she was separated from. The plot rewrites will happen more for other characters like Adrian, Gabriel, and Chloe, but that's if and when I get to them. For now, here's the final sheet for Marinette, Ladybug. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm trying to get more videos out more frequently. I don't have the best track record with that, but we'll see. If I can plan stuff well, I might be able to pull out new content in a week, but we'll see when we get there. But yeah, until next time, bye y'all.